Most people think that it's way too hard to book meetings with cold email, but there is some metrics that is going to hinder you from booking more meetings. And we're going to dive into that today. So the first step is that your volume is way too low. So most people think that they can buy 10 email accounts, send 15 emails per account, which is going to equal to 150 emails per day with a mediocre offer, and then press launch, and then everything is just fixed. But that's just not the case. So your volume is way too low. So you need to be sending at least 1,000 emails per day. And you can do that across 50 inboxes, and I would spread those inboxes out on 25 domains, and you will have around 2.5 email accounts per domain, and that's just for email health. So you don't want to have one domain with 10 email accounts, because that's going to hurt your domain if you're sending 15 to 25 emails per inbox. You need to warm those accounts up to make sure that you are not landing in spam and burning your account. So you want to put those email accounts into a tool like Instantly to warm them up for 14 days before you can actually start your campaign. That's probably the most important step when it comes to a cold email, setting up the infrastructure right and warming up your cold emails and making sure that the inboxes is actually warm so you can send out emails and not look like a robot and burn the domains as I just said. So step two is you're going to get verified leads, as important step as well, because if you're not sending to verified leads, then you are just landing in spam. That's again going to hurt your deliverability of your emails, which you definitely don't want. I use A-Leads to scrape my list. I just get a bunch of leads from A-Leads, and the reason I do that is also because they are verifying my leads, so I don't need to put them into another verification tool like Million Verifier or any of the other ones, and they actually do it real time. So that means that once that I am making my list and I'm done making the list and I know that I want to get 10,000 prospects, then once I press on export, they are actually real time verifying all of the leads. So that means that once I'm getting the file into my sending tool of choice, then I can actually just start sending to those emails and I don't need to re-verify them. So that's why I use A-Leads. Very, very important step as well. Remember to get your leads verified and get them at a really good place. So step three is copywriting. So copywriting is, of course, a really important step, but it can also be too complicated. So when it comes to copywriting, if you're completely new, then you need to do a lot of different things in terms of your offer. You can watch the video I make on how to make a great offer on the link below. So make sure to watch that one before going into the copywriting stuff here. If you have already established your business, you have a couple of clients under your belt, and you have some case studies, then for me, the best possible angle of copywriting is using case studies. So here you're actually doing social proof on having like kind of like a testimonial in your email and actually showing results that you've generated for other clients. So that could be, hey name, we got these results from insert competitor name, and I think we could do something similar to you. Would you like to learn more? That's how you can get more bookings than just doing like other kind of emails. So that's a really good angle to use. Again, that copy I just thrown out there was just something that came top of my mind, but just use your case studies in your copywriting. Don't make them too long. Keep them simple, straight to the point, showing the prospect what you can do for them, and then you'll get more meetings than ever. So step four, oh damn, I'm just gonna move my head over here. You're gonna follow ups. It's really, really important to follow up with your leads. When it comes to the sequences, I like to do a 3 to 4 step sequence. So one initial email with 2 to 3 follow-ups. I don't like to keep following up with people that are not responding because it just seems like spam. So to me, once these prospects have hit you with a positive reply, please keep following up with them. It is so important. If you don't follow up, you are missing out. And I mean, follow up for month, 2 month. Is that what it takes to get you that meeting booked or that F off? That some people will say, but please, for your own sake, keep following up with them. You want to hit them with an email, LinkedIn, or a phone call every 2 to 5 days. So for me, I like to switch it up. So for example, I could do on day two email, on day five LinkedIn, maybe on day seven or day eight, I'll probably give them a call. Warm calling your leads is like a gold mine. So please use that. If you can find their phone number, you can definitely find them inside of A-Leads as well if you wanted to do that and then warm calling them. But email, LinkedIn, phone, most important steps. keep following up with them every 2 to 5 days until they say yes to hop on a call or F off, and then you are good to go. So the last step I want to talk about in this video is track your metrics. This is again super, super, super important. I'm also breaking this down a little bit when it comes to your offer in the offer video, so make sure to watch that one. But it's really important only to track metrics that matters. So we don't track open rate. That's just going to hurt your deliverability of your email because there's come in coding inside of your emails, and you definitely don't want that. So what you need to track is how many emails you're sent, how many positive replies you're getting, and how many meetings you are booking based on those emails sent. So what you will aim for is at least every 250 to 350 emails sent, one positive reply that hopefully will lead to a meeting booked. But that's at least what you should aim for. Again, it depends on how good you are, how long you've been in the game, but those are really important metrics. So if you're making sure that you're following these metrics and these steps here, then I will guarantee you will book more meetings. But that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.